Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. I know it's been a minute, but I'm so excited to celebrate Imbolc this year. A completely different vibe, and I had a whole different type of video for you guys. But I think me being in California actually for Imbolc is a little bit different, and I kind of wanted to take you along, talk about Imbolc. If you hear the crows, I love them so much. But I wanted to kind of take you along. We went on a hike, and how I feel about celebrating Imbolc in a different way. I live in Pennsylvania, so you know, we have snow, and when we see snow melting and the new seedlings kind of popping in, seeing new plant life, it's a lot easier to kind of see the return of the sun. But what if you live on the West Coast? What if you are an island person? We kind of took walks, and I kind of changed my mind and felt a little bit different about this Imbolc. And I think that it'll be really nice to share with you for the viewers who don't have cold weather or who don't have snow. So really nice. I've been having a great time here. So we'll do that. We'll talk a little bit about Imbolc, how you can celebrate it, just little things. I know there's a lot of other videos out there. We'll do one craft today, which is making a Bridget doll. Talk a little bit about Bridget and what she means to me, how I incorporated her craft into my life. Lots of good stuff. So I'll take you with me to the Conejo Valley. That's where we did the walking. We saw beautiful cactuses and really nice, beautiful, strong trees. And I really fell in love with Imbolc all over again. So if you are interested in kind of a little chit chat, walk with me, get some ideas, lots of things happening. New hair, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Orange is gone, the blue black is back, and yeah, keep on watching. Beautiful, right? It's just, it kind of, even though it's out of season, obviously, like, you know, California does have their winters, but it's just still so nice to see so much florals and life and things like that on our trip. So a little bit about Imbolc. So we know, a lot of us know, and I urge you, if you are a beginner practitioner, really go out and get your own feelings about Imbolc, right? Like, as you progress in the wheel of the year, see what these different times of the year means to you, because after all, the wheel is an agricultural thing, right? We feel, we intake this information from almanacs, from other practitioners, from farmers, and things like that. So if there's one thing that I urge every single person to do, even if you are moderate, you've been practicing for a long time, like whatever stage of your journey, you don't always have to celebrate the Sabbat on that specific day. We get busy, and sometimes, we wish that we can set apart time to do all of the beautiful things that we want, but you don't want to stress yourself out because you can't make it a certain day. A lot of people forget sometimes that you can celebrate from Sabbath to Sabbath, or just like Yule. After the winter solstice, Yule goes all the way to, our New Year's. So don't get hung up on the days. Just feel it in here. Feel what you feel and celebrate on your own terms. And then the second thing is what I just explained, sometimes you might want to put the books aside, go out there and grab your feelings and jot them down and see how you feel differently. It's okay to feel a certain way. It's okay not to feel joyous on Yule. It's okay not to feel extra spooky and witchy and Samhain. Your feelings are valid and they will change year after year. Imbolc is a Celtic festival. So it's one of the four fire festivals, and right between the two solstices. So it's right between winter and summer solstice. And boy, is it a fire festival. So there is a lot of speculation about the word Imbolc. So, I'm not even going to go there because some people think that you hear mother's milk, you hear of in the belly. To me, and you'll see it in my shops, in my Etsy shops, is that I basically just call it fire and rebirth, right? Because we are taking the fire, we are taking the return of the sun as a baby form in Yule, and it's growing. Create your own jargon. You don't have to say, from in the womb or anything like that. Again, how does it make you feel? To me, it's all about fire. So let's go back to Conejo Valley. And I think I mentioned this when I was looking at the desert garden. I was so fascinated by all of the cacti. And it's interesting because in Native American cultures, they believe that the cactus represents warmth, protection, and motherly love. What a beautiful species of plant, and it's absolutely perfect for Imbolc. It really captures everything that's so special about this time of year. It can survive harsh conditions, it has endurance, it symbolizes the ability to see beyond what is visible, and that's all about all of our goals and things like that for the year. If you haven't had the chance to pick up one or order one from a nursery, they're very readily available, and it's so nice to have a cacti in your home or sacred space around this time of year. For today's super simple DIY, we're going to be honoring the goddess of Imbolc, and that is Brigid. I have gathered some snow that has fallen during Imbolc to incorporate it into our crafts. So here I'm going to be using it with my stone choice of Imbolc 2022. That's the Crazy Lace Agate. You can find that at my shop. And I'm going to put them in a vessel so that way I can use them with my paints. I'm next going to grab some poetry, which is really important to Brigid, and create my doll. Now, a little bit about Brigid is that she devoted her life to help the sick, children, and the midwives. So she is strong, resilient, and just like oak or the cacti and acorns, she's all about strength. What I love most about Brigid is that she's a triple goddess aspect. So usually left is the maiden, which she's usually depicted with harps, a common symbol for Celts, just as crosses and shamrocks are. The middle is the mother, which is usually depicted holding a lamb. So the mother symbol is for fertility and healing. And then the right aspect of the goddess is the crone, whereas you will see full of passion, fire. She is the smith, the crafter. So once the gesso has dried, I'm just going in here to really draw and paint all of the symbols of Imbolc. So here is you'll see the Brigid's cross. I have the actual symbol for Imbolc. I have the oak leaves and acorn. When you have the paper doll and you do it with gesso, it's so easy to paint over it. So take all the symbols and, like I said, go out, do a little bit of foraging and see what comes to mind. I did this prior to my trip. If I would have known I was so enamored with the cacti, it would have definitely been in my poppet. So here I'm just showing you that this is a no-sew poppet. You can sew it, or you can use hot glue here and just take pieces of like pillow stuffing and just stuff your poppet. What's optional here is that you can add oils, you can add herbs, whatever speaks to you for the Sabbat of Imbolc. While we're continuing to craft our poppet, let's just talk about some of the aspects of Imbolc. So animals that you will see are swans, very heavy because they were thought to usher in the spring. They will migrate back to their lands and prep for warmer weather ahead. So seeing them is known for healing, growth, transformation, beauty, and grace. Another popular animal that you will see is the sheep or lamb. That symbolizes birth, motherly duties, and of course the milk. What to put on your altar? White, green candles, spring flowers. You can even make a small terrarium, some milk offerings, and of course oak leaves, acorns, the cacti, all to represent Imbolc strength and resilience. For activities, what I love to do first and foremost is shadow work. Imbolc is so good with shadow work because it's from within. It's that dark magic that, you're planting seeds, you're creating humans. It's all fertility. It all comes from a dark place and then it blossoms out. It's a perfect time to think about black magic, and not in a sense of colors and negative and positive and evil and things like that. It's the dark magic, the things when babies are born in darkness, when seeds are planted in darkness, all these things that the sun gives energy and life to is a perfect thing to kind of do around Imbolc. Fires, offerings, things like that. In the back of my Brigid doll, I just have this beautiful blessing, and you can create your own blessing for your own needs. Here, I really put in all of the things about fertility that I need help. And I absolutely love, love, love the way this came out. I tied all of my medication, and I'm going to leave it out tonight to get blessed for, her offering. It's always good to leave something out for her to bless, so that way you can carry it with you. And I'm absolutely in love. So I hope that you guys loved this video. Only one craft, but I really wanted to show you vlog style of the cacti, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.